Some changes are coming to IAmTimCorey, and I want to explain the why behind them as well as what they are. First of all, let's talk about where we're at as a channel. Over the past year, we've added about 100,000 subscribers to bring us over 200,000 currently. We've had 7 million views this past year alone and over 1.1 million hours of watch time in 2020. That's a significant amount, not just because they're large numbers, but because each view and each hour watched represents someone who learned something, who was able to grow in some area. And that's been you. And I've been really thankful, not just because you watched, not just because you commented or you left a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you did. It's because of the way the community has come together over the past year. It has been really encouraging to watch you interact with each other as well as with me. I really appreciate positive comments and people who are kind and who are thankful for what I do, but not only that, to also take it to the next level and help each other. We have one person I'll mention in particular, Rolfs, who has gone through a number of our videos and put time codes on them so you can more easily find what you're looking for in my sometimes very long videos. And that's been really helpful. People like that who are jumping in, who are helping each other out. Just recently, I had a video that was on your hardest days at work and how to deal with that. And we had one developer who jumped in and said, yeah, I've been really struggling getting this report to work. I just can't figure it out. And before I could even get to that comment, we had a couple different developers jumping in and saying, I can help. What can I do? Here's some suggestions. Here's some code. Hey, check out my email address. Send me an email. I'll try and get you some samples to get you going. That's the kind of amazing community we have. And that's something I really appreciate. You see, some YouTube people will tell you, just don't ever look at comments. Comments are horrible. I hate comments. Don't read comments. You'll be better off if you don't read comments. And that's not the case here. In fact, it's just the opposite here. I love to read your comments because you're encouraging, you're thankful, you're honest, and you really help each other out. I really appreciate that. You have allowed me to just be the tip of the spear in helping the community. It's not just me doing this work, it's you doing this work too. I want to make more developers' lives easier and their learning path easier, but I'm just one person, and you have taken it upon yourself to help as well, to pitch in, to share what you know, to help each other feel more comfortable and confident in the field of software development. That's been really encouraging. Now, when it comes to the changes we're making in this community, they're based upon a lot of that scale and a lot of what I want to see and encourage in the community. So the first change that we're making is we're adding a forum for our paid courses. You see, when you watch a YouTube video, you get access to those comments and you get the interaction on that video with other developers. But I haven't found a good way of doing that for my courses. It doesn't really work as well in Teachable to have comments right below the videos. And so we're going to be implementing in the next day or two, you'll get an invite if you've purchased a course to be able to get into the forum for that particular course or courses if you purchase multiple. And what that'll allow us to do is if you have thoughts on the course, things like, I wish we could add this, or what about this, or I really struggled in this part, can someone explain it a little differently? That's what the forum would be for. And we're going to start here with just the paid courses because what I don't want to create is a Stack Overflow alternative, okay? There's Stack Overflow already. I'm not going to be that. But what I want to encourage is that same positive, encouraging community that we have on YouTube in the paid courses as well. And so I may not be in the forum a ton. I will try and stop in and help, but part of this is that I don't scale, okay? There's only one of me, but fortunately, there's lots of you. And I know that you will step up and help. We want to encourage that. And so over the weeks and months, we're going to be highlighting people who are helping, and will give you more access and allow you to do more things. And there may even be some, perks that come along with being a recognized helper in the community. So we appreciate everything you do. We love to see you do even more to help other developers. So that's what's coming soon, is the forum. You'll get in the next day or so, maybe 2, depends on how the emails go through, but you'll probably get an email from either Dan or Tom, and we'll talk about that in just a minute, but saying, hey, this is an invite to the IAmTimCorey.com forum. Again, it's only for if you have purchased a course. So you get that. And as soon as you purchase a course going forward, you should get an invite soon thereafter in order to get in that forum as well. It's not an immediate thing. It might take a few minutes at least to get you in that forum, but hopefully going forward, we'll have that pretty quick. So that's what we're doing as step 1 in this process. Now, yes, I would love to open this up to everyone on YouTube. I'd love to open up to other areas, but for now, we're going to start small, because just like with software development, when you're launching something new, don't launch every feature. I want to learn how this goes. I want to learn what we do well, what we don't do well with the forum, what we should improve upon it, how much we can scale this, because I want to make sure that we're being careful in how we do this. So that's where we're going to start. Now, if you are an all access pass member, we're not opening it up to you yet. And the reason why is because we haven't figured out a good way to deal with the idea that all access pass members are only around for a month, possibly. Maybe longer, maybe years. But when you're around for just a month, what happens when you ask a question on a forum? Do you get lifetime access to a forum because you paid for 1 month? How does that work? We're not sure yet. So for right now, the answer is you don't get access. I know that can be disappointing. I know you may want to have access to it. We're still trying to work through that and figure that out. And if you have suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Just saying, give me access probably isn't a great suggestion. We have to figure out the scale, okay? We have to figure out how do we do this well so we serve people well and don't just have this graveyard of posts that are never answered and a useless forum, okay? And we did choose a forum because I think it's the best way to have an archive you can go through, the best way to look back through previous posts and see if there's already something there to help you. I have had suggestions like Discourse or even something like a Reddit, a subreddit, but I think that this is the best way going forward to give us the best balance of a modern platform with some modern features, as well as having that archive that will allow you to go back through and find help that maybe means you don't have to ask your own question because there's already been a question like that answered. Okay, so that's the forum that's coming up. The other thing I want to announce here is something that's going to affect the entire community, not just people who have paid, and that is that I have hired another individual. So you may have already heard, you may have heard through my welcome email or others, but recently, back in, I believe it's September, I hired a community manager. So his name is Tom, and you'll be seeing more of Tom coming in the coming days as he starts to interact more and more with the community. Tom's actually already been helping you behind the scenes a lot. So you may have interacted with Tom, and if you had a problem with your course purchase, or if you needed a refund, or if you needed a receipt or an invoice, those kind of things, you've probably already met Tom. You've probably already seen his really helpful attitude in jumping in and helping you out. Tom is going to take a more of a role. He'll be answering more of the, or responding to more of the comments on YouTube as we kind of share duties there instead of just me. And he'll be definitely in the forum as well, kind of moderating that and making sure that that runs smoothly. Tom is a really experienced person, not only in helping people, but also in education. And he is helping me and he's helping the team here to really think through how we can better serve you in an efficient way. And so we've seen a lot more of Tom in the coming days. I can't wait for you to meet him if you haven't already. He's a great guy, and he's just awesome. So hiring Tom came from people who paid for courses, who are Patreon members, who watched the ads on my YouTube channel. These people have given financially to this channel. And I keep telling you that the reason I do paid things, the reason I have a Patreon at all, is because every dollar you give to me allows me to do more for the community. And so the paid content funds the free content. And that's what has happened. When I started off this year of 2020, I had no employees. It was just me. I did everything from publishing videos to cleaning up the garbage in my office. Everything was done just through me. And then in March, I was able to bring on Dan, who is our marketing and communication director. He's marketing design. Sorry, Dan. But he has been the catalyst behind a lot of design changes, making things better, making things look better. He's the one that brought in the podcast and came up with the idea of how to do that well. And he has pushed a lot of positive changes in the look and feel of the content, as well as allowed me to create more content. Because you see, as I'm doing less of the jobs, I'm able to put more time into the creation of content. And so he took a lot of the burden off of me of doing a lot of those things. And then in September, he brought Tom on as well. So now we have 2 employees besides myself who are able to take even more of that load off of what I am doing so I can do more teaching directly. And that's been really helpful. We've also had contractors in to help with the video and the audio and the lighting and just overall improving the production level and quality of this channel's content. So that all comes from your contributions. I really appreciate it. Because of all those contributions, I'm able to help more people. We are able to help more people become C# developers and to become confident C# developers. So thank you. I can't say it enough. I really appreciate it. Now, if you've purchased a course in the past, be on the lookout for that forum invitation. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of the community. I can't wait to see what we do in 2021. It's going to be awesome.